RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. And it's rush hour traffic on my lunch break, trying to get back to work. Man, what I want to talk about real quick is this obvious, overt, undebatable plan to get the world under one currency, one government, particularly one religion. There is one religion that can be identified with the name, with their rituals, practices, holy days. You can measure their influence on the world. You can see that it's all encompassing. They are everywhere as well. If there's one thing that is everywhere, and it has a spiritual identity, and it does seem to be behind everything that we would call some of the biggest lanes of influence and power in the world, man. The military-industrial complex, the banking system, prison-industrial complex, public schools, all of these different things, man. If you gather them all, if you can find a kinship in all of the people that run these things, you would have to admit right away that if one group of people that can call themselves this group can also be identified to be behind all of these things, you gotta admit some shit, man. Like, you have to admit the power and control that they have to have way before you start worrying about a third world conflict. You got to think about what led up to this. You got to look at the history, or you will repeat that shit. That shit is absolutely true. You have to ask yourself, how did this happen? How did it get this way? How did we not notice? The idea of holding some accountability for the people behind this stuff, it only makes sense, man, if y'all want to be all virtuous about following the rules, right? Being virtuous about protecting the children, right? Economic failures in this banking system, international banking system that we got, based at its fundamental root is fractional banking. If you don't understand what fractional banking is, they can flip $9,000 from a $1,000 deposit at a bank by loaning out money that they don't have, based off the fact you gave them a fraction of what it is that they're going to flip off the fact that they have your actual money. And when you keep on doing this, man, you very quickly, it don't even take much. You can do it with $1. You can wreck the economy with $1. If the dollar is borrowed with interest, where do I get that dollar back plus the interest to pay whoever developed this dollar, this $1? Bro, you can only borrow the rest of it from them. It will perpetually push you into their control once you are dependent upon them to give you your money. 1912, they developed the Federal Reserve System off the coast of Georgia on an island called Jekyll Island. They sank the fucking Titanic to get rid of their financial ops who wanted desperately to stop them from doing this shit. Then all of this shit happened thereafter. It's the lifeblood of every other conspiracy theory that you can possibly point to. Any other system of control you can possibly point to. It is the lifeblood. It's the life liquid for them. This fiat money, bro. This is how you make it go round. This is why the English language, which is coded, if you don't know gematria, you need to learn that shit. There's ritualistic things going on. There's a romantic entanglement between your English language and that Gregorian calendar. And if you don't know that, this is what it is that I was just saying about 5 minutes ago about how do we get this way if this is what it is that we're dealing with. because these people are ceremonially, ritualistically doing these things, and you don't recognize that this was happening because you don't even realize that there's a hypnotic trance on humanity right now, and that they need tangible things in order to do this hypnotic shit. The tangible stuff you can put your hands on that is evident that you have been hypnotized and that you are being led around by a fiat dollar that means absolutely nothing but the power in the word and the fear that you have behind depending on it, not understanding it, and then when they fucking crash it a little bit, you start to fucking panic, mostly because you don't even realize that it was designed to do that. They playing games with you like it's not supposed to do that. They know it was going to do that. They told multiple generations of fucking kids, my generation included, that if you didn't go to college, you weren't going to be shit. Now we got the biggest fucking hog in the fucking pig pen is this fucking college debt, bro. That's what it is. They didn't see that coming. How smart are they then? Stop praising them if they ain't see it coming. If you understand that they got to know that they're smart enough to know their own game, of course they designed it for them to win the game. That's why they winning it. The ones that designed it are also winning it. How did that happen? Oh, you designed the game and you winning it. How? That wasn't set up like that. It's set up exactly like that, bro. America should have never said that we were going to give our power to create our own money to somebody else. So that you will instantly go into debt with them. You can do it with a single dollar, you jackass. That's enough to start the shit, to crank it up. You have to borrow the interest from them in order to fucking think that you're going, okay, now we'll pay it back. You're never going to catch that shit, bro. That's not a carrot you can catch. You guys are fucking goofy, bro. When you know the game, you know what? When you know exactly what's going on with the game, you stop giving in to the fucking racial divide, because you know that even though that might be important, the people who fall victim to that shit, that they play your opposition about this racial divide, I'm not saying cut them some slack, but if you know that they've been fooled by something that attempted to fool you too, and you can see through it, when you know that that racial divide is a fucking divide and conquer tactic, not only is it going to fucking take your energy to address these people to try to stop them when they oppose you with this shit, you have to use that as fuel to say, fuck the whole fucking system. I cannot let you hypnotize me with this racial bullshit when you know where it's coming from. The money, you know where it's coming from. You stop depending on this idea that one day we're going to get out of the debt. That there's something that we can spare ourselves some way, somehow with this. It's designed to crash, so stop fucking fighting that shit. You know, you think you finna win that about that fucking dollar? That shit finna go where it's supposed to go. The fuck is you talking about? You're not finna stop that shit with nothing. That's why a politician want to address it directly. What can we do to stop for the rest of our fucking lives this doom and gloom over this fucking dollar? Can we fix it? They're gonna tell you, no, you can't fix that shit. Are you crazy? This is a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, boy. The entire time it took you to open the wrapper on this fucking Band-Aid and peel off the fucking protection part on the back of the bed, all that shit is a waste of fucking time. Illusion of safety and protection. Because you know goddamn well that what you're about to put this bitch ass Band-Aid on is a fucking serious gunshot wound. And there's more of them. But let me put this Band-Aid right here. Y'all some jackasses, bro. Y'all ass tweaking, bro. Stop letting them convince you that all these little things they're doing to protect shit is actually intending on solving the issue forever. It's not going to. It's not even meant to, bro. The dollar's going to crash. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop that shit. When it crashes, black, white, in between, and none of that shit going to matter. You're all going to suffer the fucking same thing. Your white skin ain't finna save you. Are you crazy? And they need it to be like that. They need us crawling down here like crabs in a fucking bucket while they play this game that they designed and that they're winning well. Whoever designed the things that we find ourselves in a framework of having to fighting against time, the 40-hour fucking work week, the 7 days a week, you don't even know where the names come from because you act like that's arbitrary, but you were born on a fucking Tuesday and you don't even know what the fuck that means, not even realizing that you're speaking someone's language, a religious language, a spiritual language, gematria. Learn that shit. You're out of your mind. Anytime they do some gun control shit, all this gun control shit happens in ritualistic times of the year and days and corresponds to the names and birthday and death dates of the people involved with this shit. I have no faith in writing my fucking congressman about how I feel about gun laws. I'm not calling or writing none of them. What good is it ever going to do? It ain't going to do no good ever, bro. They're going to do what it is that they're going to do. The only way to stop them is to have the propensity for defensive violence. Defensive violence. It's the best fucking flavor of violence. It's the only one that ever makes any sense at all. Defense. When you are defensively preparing yourself for the possibility of violence upon you, you got to recognize that possibility, strong possibility. If you know where they're going with this, I can already see their finish line. So I'm not going to debate them, or is this even necessary that I prepare to fight off a tyrannical government? Yeah, it's necessary because I know where they're going. All this shit in between that you think, oh, let's do this and we'll have a chance to make their government finally do it. All this grabbing and trying to catch butterflies in the fucking meadows while they're shooting over your head. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all ass tweaking. Stop pretending like you're going to save this shit with that stuff. They're going to win all of the games that they designed. Your language, the calendar, how they make you move about that shit, this fucking money that they made, and then they start winning the game. They win all of the games that they created. Look at all the biggest things that you see. The military-industrial complex. Do you think that the people at the heads of that who want to rule the world with these military fucking weapons and the game that that is involved here, you think they're going to lose that to your ass? Not by talking, you not. Nope. But I know they're all made of flesh, though. You're not going to win inside their game, though. So, you can call that whatever the fuck you want. I know that they bring the propensity for violence to get what it is that they want, because they say these motherfuckers are either going to listen and adhere to this fucking hypnotic spell that we're going to attempt to cast on them, or we will fight their ass. But they always bring the fight part to you. That shit is there. They agree to the potential that they got to fight you over this shit as they're developing these ideas. It's always part of the plan before they even present it to you. Before any politician can stand out and present anything to you or to his constituents on paper, hoping to make something fucking law, they already know, number one, they're going to get what they want anyway. Number two, if you don't like it, they're going to resort to fucking violence about it. Period. That's a given. You want this freedom, it should be a given that you will violently remove a tyrannical government or anybody else who wants smoke about this fucking freedom shit. Because when you ask for the freedom, you were already including the possibility that you might have to shoot at somebody about that shit. Let them know that you mean their part too, just like they do, and then demand the fucking freedom, and then tell them if they won't smoke, fine. What up? What up? Because first thing we're going to do is turn our backs on their ass, close the fucking curtains on them, close the door, lock the door. Turn your backs, and then go, don't touch me either. We will rebuild society right alongside you motherfuckers. It'll be, we can make this a smooth transition. You ain't got to go today. We'll come see you later. When we're telling you that you got to get out of this office, we got plans for a demolition over here in this building. We're going to turn this into something useful and not this bullshit government building. You got so many number of days or whatever, or number of hours to get all your belongings, all your personal shit that I don't have a real right to fucking take or destroy. Will you please move your stuff out of the way? Because this shit got to go. We are rebuilding right now, and you're in the way. Move now. Do them like that. Just refuse to budge with them about anything. Don't hurt nobody. They gonna try to hurt you when you find a peaceful way to move them out of the way without being violent. And they want you to think that the only way to fucking enact any kind of revolution is with violence. And when you say, oh, we gotta do that. Oh, my heart don't want me to do that. I don't want to fucking die like that. I don't even know what's going on. Now they got you. Now you're not gonna revolt because they say violence. Choose that or nothing. Be violent with us or get the fuck out of our way and let us be all of the violence. That ain't even the option. It's not an ultimatum here. Peaceful non-compliance will piss them the fuck off. It'll piss them off, bruh. And you ain't got to fight nobody to piss them off. Just stop working with them. You look like you like them when you do that. You know that, right? When you vote for the lesser of two evils, your vote look like the motherfucker that loves him. Y'all vote look the same. It looks like love. Lesser of two evils my ass. It sounds dumb to say that. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all bugging, bro. I'm so tired of y'all, bro. Everybody trying to act all cool, all smart, all virtuous. Like you woke and whatever the fuck all that shit is even supposed to mean right now. Most of y'all blind as fuck. Carefree. Scared as fuck. Dumb as hell. Missing a whole lot of information here. Close-minded. I can dish y'all all day about what the fuck it is that's going on in your head that's keeping you from getting this fucking freedom that you actually deserve. You deserve, man, to be free, man. You can't even figure out what the fuck is going on. That should piss you off. The confusion pisses me off. Maui, a little bit of confusion, I'm mad right now. I'm already mad. I was mad day one as soon as it wasn't crystal clear what was going on. I was mad, bro. Because I knew it was just going to tumble into some bullshit because it always does. And y'all got a fucking high tolerance for bullshit. Y'all don't know y'all in a fight. This motherfucker has cracked 2 or 3 of your mama jokes. Everybody laughing at you. He didn't knock your fucking tray off the lunch table. He didn't pour your chocolate milk into your book bag. And now he's got both of his fists in your fucking t-shirt, lifting you off the ground. And you don't know you in a fight. You don't know when it's go time? When you gonna start swinging, bruh? You just gonna let him do this shit? He obviously wants to fight you, bruh. Y'all are crazy. And if he's come this far, he'll slap you with the fucking backhand just to show you how much of a bitch you are. Because he know that he shouldn't have gotten this far with you. Why are you not punching him in his fucking beard right now? Because he smell bitch. He smell pussy. He know you not gonna do nothing. So now when he beats you up, he's smiling, carefree. He ain't even giving it his all. He's waiting on audience applause and participation and shit. He doing a Q&A on your ass, whooping the shit out you. And you don't know you fighting. You don't know somebody's trying to fight you. You think he's joking? He's not joking anymore. He is serious. He's trying to debate right now, locker or fucking swirly in the bathroom. Because you've already been beaten up. And here you casting your vote for which one you want it to be. Y'all are retarded. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch get a gun and tell all of the control systems that you see them, you don't like the confusion, and you want some fucking answers. They better start fucking answering some fucking questions around here, or we're going to come to a standstill. And then when they start shooting, we're going to return fire. It's about returning fire, which everybody has the right to do. Is natural. I ain't saying nothing wrong. Kiss my dick.